Okay, here is one of my Christmas presents. It's actually more of a present to the sanctuary, I guess. If you guys will remember, I've fostered dogs a couple of times, but not all that often. In fact, generally my response when people ask is that I don't. Do dogs, I don't do cats. Well, I don't do cats anymore. I did cats for a long time. Part of the reason is dogs just require a whole different setup. It's nothing I can accommodate because I have so many of my own dogs and I have boarding dogs and I just can't risk having foreign dogs, you know, potentially stray dogs with a lot of diseases and stuff anywhere near them. So it left me like putting them in the bird aviaries, if you remember, when we found that litter of puppies. And it worked because our bird aviaries are massive structures and really secure, but not ideal. Didn't do it again. This is going to afford me that ability. Really, I mean, they're huge, so it can be used for, I don't know what, all kinds of things. He's offered to get this for me, or this style, many times in the past, and I've always declined. They're not cheap for starters. And I just wasn't convinced that we would like make enough use of it, I suppose. We found this one on Marketplace for an absolute steal. We found someone to bring it to us, not for a steal. He was priced pretty well, but then the seller came down even more to accommodate the cost of moving it. Basically just became a deal where like neither of us could justify not getting it at that cost. It was a whirlwind. Found it, negotiated it, and found someone to bring it here, and all in basically one day. So we were not prepared, and we need to drop a fence in one of my dog yards, and I don't even know, like level kind of or something, a space out, because right now I just don't know where exactly. Hi, buddy. What do you want to show me? Where exactly it's gonna go? Until we get in there and do a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna have to move it ourselves. We brought it today. Was like, oh, it'll be so easy. Just use the chain and some tractors. We've moved a lot of things. Ben has gotten pretty skilled at moving stuff. So a lot of opportunities with this.
It's supposed to be a lazy Sunday until Adri brought us this. And they're actually really impressive. It's a heavy duty steel frame material, and it comes so you can make a variety of shapes with it. And so, but Adri likes the basic square piece. You can make a bunch of different pieces with it and shapes with it. So first you gotta take off all the protective plastic.
Okay, let's take a little break. I'm filling my box with some of the dirt that we had delivered. That's a whole thing. It's still sitting there, and this is like weeks later because it turns out shoveling dirt is a lot of work, and so we're kind of holding off. We have a big goal for this year to get a better tractor that has a front loader and a bucket and can do this for us. Anyways, this though I am doing by hand because I want to get this thing up and going. I've just been filling it with dirt. Don't be like me, make your life easier. You can just get bagged dirt instead. It would take a lot of bags because these are huge. Like I said, way, way bigger than I was expecting, and I will not complain about that at all because I'm going to be using these for my raised cut flower beds, and so I need all the space I can get. So I'm almost done. I'm hoping like 2 more wheelbarrows maybe. Right now they're sort of just sticking what looks like the middle of nowhere in our yard. Another big project that's coming up in the next couple weeks is to build a back deck on our house. It just looks terrible. So we're gonna be putting a deck. Comes out, a porch comes way out, and goes the length of the house. Much nicer. Tortoise house is gonna go under it. It's gonna be pretty cool. So the steps are gonna come right in between these 2 beds. The additional beds that I'm ordering are gonna kind of line the deck. So it's not quite what I pictured at first, because I was gonna do just like a whole separate garden for the flowers, either back there along the fence line or over here next to the garden. But everybody else voted that it be up near where the deck was gonna be. So that works. It's just kind of hard to envision for me right now, the exact placement and everything. We're gonna make it work because I want to get these flowers in. So on that note, and of course I picked like the sunniest, hottest, most beautiful, but day that we've had so far. So let's do this. Okay, went with dahlias. I'm gonna have to figure out how to just do like a little support system, but I think that's gonna be pretty easy. Just some tomato stakes and gardening twine or whatever. But I did 5, 1 in each corner, 1 in the center. I think that should be plenty of room. I may even end up wishing I'd squeezed 1 more in there, but I don't know dahlias well enough to know. So it was Easter the other day, and I didn't do like Easter baskets with candy or anything. What I did do was buy them a bounce house. I just thought, get something, back there, that would be used for like the next decade and wouldn't just end up being like trash, landfill, whatever. And then I did get them 1 set of plastic eggs that come with little like farm finger puppets in them. My plan was to reuse those like for multiple years to come also. Same toys, just put them away after a few days. You're ready to drive, huh? Of all this stuff, this child is obsessed with the eggs. I mean, obsessed. Like that on Easter, he went nowhere without at least 3 eggs in his arms, including the shower. He went to bed with the eggs. Yesterday, we tried to pull a fast one and leave the eggs at my mom's house after he'd been there playing. 6 a.m. this morning. Egg, egg, egg. You're not gonna say it, are you? Well, he says it a lot. And so now, 3 hours later, I'm tired of hearing egg, 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 egg. And we clapping. Good job, baby. Clap, clap, clap. So now we're headed to Grandma's house. First thing this morning. Ben and Huxley are out here working on the sheep. Shush, I'm trying to talk. The sheep barn. And I'm about to roll. I can open this gate with 1 hand. Roll this round bell ring out of here. Take it to my mom's. Yeah, come on. And trade her that for one of her big gates. Well, I'm at a standstill now, waiting on Ben, because I'm the only one that doesn't know how to drive the tractor. And I forgot that we got round bale delivery, $600 that we are spending probably every 2 weeks. I'm gonna give like a full breakdown soon on kind of just operating costs, as I sort of to start running the nonprofit like I should, because if I don't, then we're kind of at capacity for what we can do because we're doing it on our own. Yeah, we got a round bale delivery yesterday. These are the Orchard Bermuda bales, so they're nice. They're barn capped. We want to keep them that way. So we got to move them all into the hay barn. And then I can move the truck. Thankfully, the alfalfa load that we got, you guys watched us unload this by hand. We probably still have maybe not quite half left. That we do the semi-loads from the north, really good alfalfa, and it's $9,000. Our hope is that we can have that last like almost the full year. I do right now with what I've got, I do probably around 2 square bales a day and a round bale every 5 days, and then grain for horses. That doesn't include the minis and the goats and the cows and the sheep. They all get more round bales, but alfalfa alone is about.
Why, you don't think crocs are safe?
I don't think anything you're doing right now is safe. This is going to be a different vlog, but same day, FYI, that we went and picked up the 2 pregnant horses.
That's why I'm not finished it, because I've been busy.
And we've been getting their stall set up and running and getting them and everything. And Ben is back at work on the sheep stalls. I'm not entirely sure what his vision is here.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Looking good.